ready to bend for the rules. As in, I am so you.
Not very stupid human being.
English is plenty.
You say Namoba sit there for his house.
KD fashion, I'm innocent, so now see is me now. When you want to, if it is you alone, one person, it is I. When you say we, it's a group. That's a group of people. It could be two people, it can be more than one person. We. That means it is more than one person. We, that's inclusive of the person speaking. Like that I'm watching, I'll say we are streaming, we are watching, we are all listening together. Are we not listening together? I'm inclusive of the listening of this. Now they should just say, did we hear us say I will not bend? Abi? Did we hear? I'm inclusive of the we. Ha! Oluwa ṣàánú mi o.
To common ground and say, okay,
she's a celebrity.
Says Women has agreed to do the DNA, the father is signing, and they can do. Women has her own side of the story. He wants me to, he has his own rules. I'm not ready to bend for that rule.
I'm not ready. I am not ready to bend for that rules. I am that personified. You personalized it. It is you. You are saying you. It's just like when you don't want to call your name, you can say I, or you say name only says she will not bend for the rules. Ayo, Iyabo alleged. English. Movie industry. English. Hey! Generator carburetor. I hope people have caught this one, and I know what you are doing. I don't know why people. Generator carburetor. Okay, may not be like that. They drag you guys. The people, I don't know what to do. Okay, those who are working on justice for Mohbad, those who are working for justice for Mohbad, people who are doing the job, working on the DNA part, please, are you hearing? Can you hear? Please, you see where everything is going from. Let me take it back again. Ejo, is this person Aloba? Is she an Aloba? Because the other time, you know, she said they have to write.
Tell me how they do social media this thing. Now this one, now this devil, now the whole woman. This
they have to write to collect the royalties for this thing, family, the father, mother.
Two voices I'm hearing is DNA.
Yeah.
And then it's not been buried. How do you think those two issues?
Yeah, woman wants to do the DNA. She wants to do the DNA. The father now is the one who needs to accept it. I think he has his own conditions. So until the two families can come to an agreement, I don't know if that DNA will work. Until the father is ready to say, okay, let's do the DNA. So that is one. If they can both come and meet a common ground and say, okay, since Women has agreed to do the DNA, the father is signing, and they can do. Women has her own side of the story. He wants me to, he has his own rules. I'm not ready.
She first said she wants me to. Did you hear that part? She wants me to. Then she now said she has. Let me take it back. Tintili, please pay attention. No vex. So let's pay attention, please. You hear it.
People say on radio. You understand? How do you, in 1 minute, how do you think that this issue can be resolved and I'm not talking about justice now.
Okay. The family?
It can be buried at least because the two noises I'm hearing is DNA.
Yeah.
And then it's not been buried. How do you think those two issues?
Yeah, woman wants to do the DNA. She wants to do the DNA. The father now is the one who needs to accept it. I think he has his own conditions. So until the two families can come to an agreement, I don't know if that DNA will work. Until the father is ready to say, okay, let's do the DNA. So that is one. If they can both come and meet a common ground and say, okay, since Women has agreed to do the DNA, the father is signing, and they can do. Women has her own side of the story. He wants me to, he has his own.
Yeah. He wants me to, he has his own. Wàhálà òyìnbó pọ̀ òyìnbó yìí náà ni English o English o English.
So that's left for the family to decide.
Okay, so I'll bring you back to social media a bit.
Yeah.
In the time that
I'll go back a bit. I mean, I like
He's
this
the one
part
who
of
needs
the video.
to accept it. I think he has his own conditions. So until the two family can come to an agreement,
Thank you.
I don't know if that DNA will work. Until the father is ready to say, okay, let's do the DNA. So that is one. If they can both come and meet a common ground and say, okay, since Women has agreed to do the DNA, the father is signing and they can do. Women has her own side of the story. He wants me to, he has his own rules. I'm not ready to bend for that rule.
I'm not ready to bend.
So until that,
You're saying Teddy, you're saying a slip of tongue again, Abi. I'm not ready to bend for that rules. I'm not even.
we're going to be going back and forth with this.
Till that happens, we are going to be going back and forth. Now another slip of tongue, Abi. We.
About being buried issue. Unless the dad wakes up tomorrow and says, okay, you know what? Let them bury this boy. So that's left for the family to decide.
Wait till they go back and forth and say, Emma Bino, I will leave it now, we'll place. No
He has agreed to do the DNA. The father is signing and they can do. Woman has her own side of the story. He wants me to, he has his own rules. I'm not ready to bend for that rules. So until that can happen, we're going to be going back and forth with this about being buried issue. Unless the dad wakes up tomorrow and says, okay, you know what? Let them bury this boy.
Hey! Camera. Hey! Hey! Una hear? Una don't hear the plan? Hey! Till the father wakes up tomorrow and say,
I met him at Tiga when I was a child. He loves me. I was 13. He loves me. He was 15. We loved each other. He is the virgin of my disvirgin of my virginity of my youth.
he is Aloba. No comment. We talk and we know. We be know. Nothing is a surprise until to us. It is never a surprise. She wants to do it. Look at him, he looks like Mohbad. He is smiling like Mohbad. His weaving is like Mohbad. It is that. Sophia, go for big bad thing. I get women like this. May I not be a woman? Jesus. Hiya, camera. Hey! Hey! Zoko. Oh, sorry, men are no vex. So.
How do you think those two issues?
Yeah, Woman wants to do the DNA. She wants to do the DNA. He needs to accept it. I think he has his own conditions. So until the two family can come to an agreement, I don't think that DNA will work. Until the father is ready to say, okay, let's do the DNA. That is one. If they can both come and meet a common ground and say, okay, since Women has agreed to do the DNA, the father is signing and they can do. Women has her own side of the story. He wants me to.
When I wanted to say this, that I feel the conditions they were bringing is more or less like if the father doesn't sign it, they might not want to do it until he signs and agrees to what they want. That's what I wanted to break down. But I said, no, let me not say it. It's going to look like I'm twisting what she's saying, But Let's leave it. Allegedly, Olo sorrow. But let me leave the words the way she said it. And, gosh, this is disheartening. And what is the brag about? She wants to do the DNA. And here you are saying if he does not agree to the conditions, you guys will not, you'll keep going back and forth till he wakes up and says he's no more, he wants to go bury Mo. What a shame. Oh, man.
Rules. I'm not ready to bend for that rule.
I'm not ready to.
So, until that can happen, we're going to be going back and forth.
We are going to be.
Mobile being buried issue, unless the dad wakes up tomorrow.
One thing, and that's why I am asking. Now, they keep saying, and Yoshiro, whatever his nickname or his real name is, I don't give a damn now. He's the one that made. Why is the DNA what did they call that? That is a platonic kind of court case. Can they make this case? Good evening, D. Can this case be made a criminal case? DNA. You can turn it, take it to the courts because of the testimonies of these people that Prime Boy spending allegedly said it that Mohbad, had a distrust with the child's paternity. Now, when you argue your case, you put it with the Canada visa thing. Allegedly, Mohbad got a visa for himself, and I think they said for the boy, right? Now, the Canadian embassy, they do DNA in order to know for paternity that indeed is this child this person's child. That way you can't fly it in. Now, they will write a letter to the embassy, at the Canadian embassy. We need this. Even if Canadian embassy gone, you want to do your own as well, because there is a homicide case that we are investigating. This is why I said a DNA could be a motive as well, as in paternity fraud could be a motive. Now, maybe when Mohbad took the baby, went to do the to the Canadian embassy, they might have taken a sample. Oh, this is my son that I'm bringing to the embassy, blah, 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 it's a baby, blah, 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 blah. They take the sample, give it to them, they check it. It came out negative, allegedly. Now, when that result came out negative, the boy got to discover. And could have been where they said that these people were having a fight. The story of Prime Boy, where he said at Ebute Meta side, while they were going to Ikorodu, the couple were having a fight, which was something that had to do privately. And he said he told them, why not take the case home? People shouldn't be hearing this. And it was about, later he said it was about the child's paternity, allegedly. Spending also said about the child's paternity. And even from the way she's been going, you add the tape when the three of them, there was a three-way call. The president, what's that guy's name? This fine boy. Oh, Jehovah BC. Where Ayat, this fine guy now, Abu Ebel. She was also on the call, and you will put it there. Motibe Wumi, Salo Lomo, Oti Jewa Fumi. That is something. Now you said the person confessed to you. You don't confess to a truth. You only say, is Mohbad that owns the child? Why are people going about all sorts of only Mohbad Lolomo, not Ojewa Fumi? It is not a confessional statement. It's when somebody commits a sin, commits a crime, does something wrong, you lie. You have to now use the word confession. Because now you are speaking your truth. You are confessing what you have done in secret. You are being opened. So how would Abu Ebel say, she confessed to me? And now you had it with other videos. Who is the baby and what's the secret behind this fine boy? As torturing. Had it and tender. This is why we are asking. We are not saying the child is not the boy's child, but we need it because this is a homicide case. Because there is an allegation. Adura testified in court, page 317 in CTC. He saw there was a fight. He even DM'd me saying he has a video evidence where Mohbad and the wife had a fight and he hit his head on the floor. That could have happened, couple fights. And there could have been a mistake. We just want to find out, maybe this was what caused it. Because who did Mohbad fight last? Iron your case and try it. Why can't it be something we make as criminal? By the time the result comes out, DNA result na still DNA result. You cannot use it for light cases. You can use it for the what did they call them again? This casual. Hey God, I don't forget. You know? Hey, oh, you're Aloba. Okay, let me say in pidgin. What I they try to talk? They say they feel make this case more of criminal case. May not go be civil case. The DNA turn on to criminal. If you turn on to criminal case, it go easy. Like say English, they. I think it's only gonna take Tylenol and all those Panadol. May I could speak pidgin. You can make it a criminal. Make stand. May turn on to criminal case. Come out hand for inside civil. Wait to be civil. Civil na party na. Now why did they go about say person they find property? But if you make a criminal, when the results will come out, you use the same results. They run the civil matter. Which one be this big when I just they make everybody they run around, they move, they defend where thing they not supposed to defend. Bros and shitu. And the people where they go give information, una they there with una fake accounts. Una they hear me. Una fit turn am to criminal, put them as criminal case because Nigerian police don't declare them as homicide case. They still they investigate on them. Why would not just they move parabolates? If una results come out say na serious gbege happen, wetin I want you say okay whether that story where Adura talk say he see fights for page 317 of CTC, he still DM your me say he get video where Mohbad and he babe they fight, he use head hit ground. Now if your autopsy toxicology come out so if you show say somebody head hit ground, you get all these things to back am as well now. You know. Now we try use the criminal way. Say now because of this, so say Mohbad, if you now remember, say for CTC, these guys still testify about Canadian visa now. You understand? You talk am like that, say okay, for Canadian embassy, they use DNA, they check paternity. If you be say na Mohbad see am, people allege, they talk say now like this now, what's it cause fight to say up